pen. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spin. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go. Get ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Right. Check Mike 54. Let's go. All right, T. Let's go. All right, T. Mike 54. Mike 54. I want that. Give it up.
Operating from the gun. Blake, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch out.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over.
Ready. 98 to Mike. He's checking.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And They will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. 91 is the mark. Ain't no such thing as a
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know the drills, but otherwise, just don't do it.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Cardinals' 39-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Nice 7, let's go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Check 96.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. I'm coming. Mike's 54. Mike's 50. Stop your whining.
Throwing again. Blake. And he gets it to Boulder. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On first down, Blake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
It's our time. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Yeah. You don't want none. Mike 27. Yeah. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
From the gun, Blake. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. And let's get that ball.
Back to throw. Blake. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Check. Right there. 54. Right there.
On 1st and 10. Blake, wide open receiver, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
At the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. Blake into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Roquan Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Check. Watch. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you.
Operating from the gun, Blake. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Back to throw. Blake. He finds Bolden. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Hot seven. I got you. Man, I got you. Mike's 54. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Blake, he'll rifle this one deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
First down.
On the double. 94 is the mark. 6-man. Check girls, check girls, check girls.
First down, a run with Cohen. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12. They're going to look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's first and 10 from the 12. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Come on. Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw on second down. Blake. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now they try the right side here, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. That one 28 yards on the ground. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go, G. Watch quick.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw on 3rd down, Blake. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Hey, check the backer.
Looking to throw. Blake throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, 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 check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Looking to throw on second down. Blake. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
First down. First and 10 at the 7.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Roquan Smith. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Now a handoff looking right. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Oh, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their